Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're not seeing it there. Also, I am giving in-person, I should say, readings in Herkimer, New York. Shoot me an email if you're near there and you want more details. The information for the decks and dice, all that stuff is going to be below. And if you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. James4astral@gmail.com, James4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? Your card, first one out. Love it. Okay, so... and the Magician here, okay. How do we get what you want? Something here about keeping things moving, keeping things going in the direction you want. You might be in a spot where you're like, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of stress at the moment, kind of like, I don't know, this looks like it's going crazy. But you have possibilities. Yeah, the Ace of Wands wants to be yours. That's a good thing. That could be a whole new start. A whole new start for something that you want. So it's like, for example, if you're looking to buy a new house, or if you're looking for another car, or like you're trying to find out how you create a different social situation or bring somebody into the fold, something like that. Those answers might be coming very soon. Especially if they're, that Ace of Wands makes me think you want that. I don't think it's like, you know, something just showing up out of the blue. I feel like it's something you want. And I'm getting kind of like, how do we get it to come closer to you? Because I'm looking at this situation like in the past, I've wanted this in the past, but the timing just didn't work out for me. I just couldn't get it to come where I wanted it to go. I feel like I was just on the outside of something. Everything wasn't where I wanted it to be. For whatever reason, I couldn't make it happen, or it just wasn't, the timing wasn't there. I think this is, again, with the Ace of Wands energy, somebody might have been keeping it from you at the time, and even at the moment, I'm questioning, are they still keeping it from me? It's this Ace of Wands, because it's interesting, because I'm definitely an intuitive reader. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and then the one out front, and that one out front with the vines growing up it, it's kind of like, that's what I'm waiting to happen. And I feel like it's slipped past me really quickly before. I've seen this Ace of Wands before. It just hasn't been mine. I've been blocked from it. And I feel like other people have gotten it really quickly, and I probably have been a little upset about it. Like, how come everybody else gets it like this? And I'm just sitting here going, oh, I guess I'm not getting it today. Well, your time is coming up. How far in the future? It's a general read. I guess we'll take it selectively. But I keep feeling like somebody's holding it back, but they're not holding it back. They're actually preparing it for you. There's a difference. There's a difference between somebody like not letting you have something and just like blocking you versus somebody trying to give you a great version of what you're looking for and somebody trying to like beef it up a little bit. It's kind of like I want to move into that house, and they're like, no. And you're like, why won't you let me do that? And they're like, well, I haven't finished. I want to update some things. I need to correct some things. I need to, fix some things. It's kind of like that energy. Something isn't quite ready yet. That's interesting that the Queen of Wands is bringing that energy in, because there's a lot of activity around you. It's just not being presented to you yet. There's a lot of preparations happening around you, which might also add to a little bit of frustration, because I feel like I know what I want, but it's kind of like you got the stop sign in front of the stagecoach here. It's not a stagecoach, it's a chariot. The stagecoach, sure, why not? I got the Two of Swords in front of your card, the Chariot card. Can't move forward. Right now, I'm not moving forward. But the thing is, I also know whatever it is I'm looking at, but like I feel like that's for me. I feel like that should be for me. I feel like it needs to come forward, and I need to have this. This is something I'm supposed to have in my life. This is something I'm supposed to be a part of. And it's kind of like, how come I see this energy moving and it's not helping me move forward? The energy is working in your favor. It's hard because it's like, yeah, but why not right now? Why isn't it coming in right now? Because I feel like I'm looking at this like I don't understand why I can't do it right now. Something about this makes me feel like I want it now. Queen of Swords, or no, Queen of Fire again. The one is fire the way I read it. I feel like I'm not on the intel on this one. I can't seem to get close to it. I know that I'm supposed to be a part of it. The moon is a very interesting thing. It can be very intuitive, but also things can be obscure. It's kind of like having one of those wacky dreams where you're like, at least for me, I can dream about things, and when I have psychic dreams, it's never the people. I can see the whole situation play out. I know how it's gonna play out. I don't know why it works this way, but it's never the actual people. I never dream of the people that it's actually gonna happen with. I dream about it happens out. I can say what's gonna happen, but it's never the right people, and I don't know why. And that's how this seems to be playing out for you, and that's why I'm giving that analogy. It's kind of like I know so and so is gonna lose a car. I know they're going to get this car, and it's going to be this color, and it's going to be, it's going to be for camping and this other stuff. But it's kind of like it could be somebody who's passed away, or somebody like, I don't think Aunt Mildred in her 80s is going to be getting that car and dragging it across the USA to to go camping. That's just, I don't think that's her thing. I just don't think she's going to be setting all that up. I just don't see it happening. But I dreamt that she did. And then somebody I know does get that stuff, and it all happens, but it's like, it's not how I thought that was going to go. Like, it didn't quite link up exactly, so it's kind of like, that's a little obscure. But it's kind of like knowing part of this is on, but not being able to put the pieces together correctly. It's kind of like, this is a little like, why are we doing that this way? It is yours. Whatever it is, it's coming. It's still in process. It's still in process. It's still in process. I do get that there's a conversation coming forward about it fairly soon. Whatever it is you want, the Ace of Wands, whatever it is, there is a conversation coming forward for you. This is a tricky moment. The Strength card, and then the Five of Cups. It makes me feel like it's slipping past me. So, if we're going to use the house analogy, maybe you're looking for the right house, and you're like, there's the one I want, and I know that they're getting ready to sell it, and then I try to get into it, and then all of a sudden somebody else bought it, or it's given to somebody else, or it's like it's off the market. I can't get that house that I thought was for me. And it's kind of like, oh, this isn't, I feel very upset about this. Like, information comes in, and it makes me feel like I'm on the outside, there's nothing I can do, but I felt like that was the right house for me, right? This energy's here, kind of like, I felt like this was supposed to be for me. They're saying, don't worry. Don't worry. It may be something that's holding off. I mean, all right, it's my brain, so maybe my brain did this for a reason, but I have seen this play out in a different way. Where somebody wanted this house, it got pulled out from under them. They couldn't get it for whatever reason. I don't remember what the reason was. 2 years went by. The people who bought it were looking to sell it, and they got it for a better price. I remember that happening. I don't remember all the details, but like, it could be something where the timing isn't there. But I remember also things changed, and there was something that happened in the meantime where it served them. I don't remember the details because it's not coming in, quite frankly. But they're saying it may not seem like this is going to happen. It's just kind of like, I don't understand why that didn't work. But they're saying, don't give up. Don't give up. Whatever it is you want. If I'm using the house analogy again, it doesn't have to be that, this house, whatever it was, it's just you got to wait a couple years before so it comes back on the market. It could be that there's something better for you out there. Something like maybe you like to have big parties or big family gatherings. And it's kind of like, this one looks like it would suit my needs. And then later you might find something like, actually, not only does this new one I found suit my needs, it's in a better location. I actually like this better. I just didn't think I was going to find something like that. The Ace of Wands is waiting for you. Other people are rooting for you. Other people are rooting for you, be it family, friends, could be coworkers. Other people are rooting for you, and they're thinking about what you want. So be careful how you communicate. Don't shut it down like, well, I guess that's not for me. I'm not even going to bother anymore. Definitely communicate about it like, oh, I really wanted that, and I'm kind of disappointed. That's okay, but don't shut it down like you're not interested anymore. Other people are looking out for you. Other people are going to try to help you. Keep that in mind. Even though this didn't work out like you wanted to, try to give that optimistic, a little bit of an optimistic flavor to it, kind of like, well, this didn't work out, but I'm not giving up. So that way people know, oh, Cancer's not giving up, so maybe I'll keep my eye out. Maybe something good, as good or better, or something can go Cancer's way. I'll keep my eye open from it, because I get that people are thinking about you and people want things to go your way. You do have support in this. And I do get, like, keeping that optimistic attitude helps people work in your favor, because I get that there's people around you. The romance card does not have to be literal. Sometimes that talks about honest caring about somebody else. It's kind of like having that, like, that honest, like, what happens to you matters. It doesn't have to have a literal romance connection, even though I know it says romance there. It's just, especially doing a bigger reading for a larger audience, it doesn't always have to be that. It talks about people honestly, deeply caring about what matters to you and that things work out correctly for you. People are going to be looking out, and people are going to try to, like, oh, wait a minute, I think this would work better for Cancer. Let me see if I can find out. And then if I can get this going in the right direction, let me actually then give Cancer the information. I don't want Cancer to have to work for something and then miss out. Other people might do a little bit of the work for you to make sure the door is opening and go, oh, okay, the door's opening and Cancer wants this. Let me get over here and let Cancer know. Hey, Cancer, the door's opening. I found this for you. I thought you might want this. As long as they know that you're still open to it, I feel like they're going to do some of the legwork for you and help you. I don't think they're going to make decisions for you or try to create something that you don't want. I feel like they're going to work off of what they already see that you were working towards and try to get that door to open for you. Then that Ace of Wands shows up in your favor. Then you get to get what you want. Take it with a grain of salt and, like, how long this is going to take, because I have no idea. I know I gave that 2-year timeline. It could be. It depends on what it is. But they're saying don't give up. Even though, like, share when you're disappointed. Definitely share how you feel. Like, I'm not saying to, like, act like you like something you don't. So I hope it's not coming across that way. But, like, express how you feel, but add that little silver lining, kind of like, but I'm not giving up, or one day it'll happen for me, or something like that, to give that, like, energy where you're still open to it. You still want it to happen. You're not going to let it pass you by. You're just very upset and unhappy that this one passed you by, but that you're not giving up. You're still going towards it. You're still going for that, that beautiful day outcome. Because people will do the work for you, ironically. There are a lot of people who very much care about you. You might be surprised that there's some people around this situation who are very quiet and don't express their emotions that well, but very much care about what happens to you because they like how you treat them and they feel really good about you, and they want something good to come your way that you want. So it may come from a source where I didn't think that person really gave a crap about how I felt left or right, but they actually do. They're just not good at expressing how they really feel deep down, and they're looking out for you. Keep that in mind too. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day.